Previously on Recipes for Success. Will Meyrick arrived in Hobart, Tasmania as part of the Savour Tasmania Festival. He brought with him 4 chefs from Indonesia to help cook 2 of the main events, the culinary cuisine dinner and the long table dinner being held on the final night. After spending some time sampling the delights of Tasmania, now the real work begins.
Well, good thing is, obviously the photographer last night worked out quite well. So he obviously didn't take offence to my comments.
And are you originally Tasmanian, is that right?
No, certainly not.
No.
I don't have an inbred brother.
Ah.
I've come here to find Steph and the gang, but they've obviously not listened properly. I think they've gone back to the hotel. Again, you know, this is the problem with those Indonesian boys. They just, I don't know, they make up their own shit in their head and they just don't quite necessarily click with what I say. So we go over there now and try and pick them up again and then head off to the TAFE. Then I've got to rush off back and do this wine tasting with Anne for Henry Jones. Yesterday, fairly confident, a little bit upset with the guys because they spent all that time in Bali making the bumbu, making the spice powder, and of course they screwed it up, you know, they didn't roast it enough. So we got, 4 kilos of spice powder that they screwed up. And then also the coconut, they did it quickly, so they burnt it. So hopefully I can use that kind of smoky burnt flavor for the lawar. But, for me at the end of the day, they're the ones that screwed up, so they're the ones that have to make the time up. I'm fairly happy with that. Will's on tour for the Taste of Tassie. It's great. Could have done with a shave, as my mum would have said to me. But there you go. Fuck. Can't believe, man, they're not there. Like, fucking... I told them, they must be still asleep. Wankers. Does anyone have Stephanie's number? Left here. Let me just quickly check in the hotel one more time.
The customer you have called is not answering. Please hang up and try your call again later.
Yeah. Let's drive in there. Toot your horn. Di mana? Saya sudah di telepon. Saya pergi di sini, di sana, di mana? Huh? Okay, well, you're 9 o'clock, yeah? I was here, we need to go. I have meetings. So, Ayok, let's go. I have meeting 9 o'clock with Marcus. Stefani, di mana?
Breakfast.
Breakfast. Okay, let's go, because we need to get there now. Jump in here, and I'll meet you at the corner here. Fuck. Hey, let's go, sweetheart. Go on, 9 o'clock, it's 9 o'clock, yeah? Because I've been here at 8:50. Get in the car!
In the city since the early hours of the morning, Will's tardiness is throwing Marcus's schedule out of whack.
Are you down there?
Yeah. Okay.
With the late start, Will has to start shuffling meetings around for when he does find Marcus.
So let's go in and find out where we are and find Marcus.
So we're here and...
Well, this is the TAFE, but the wrong one, apparently. Okay, thank you. The hospital, the private hospital here, so I'm going to Collins Street. So you have Liverpool Street here. Yeah, we've come to meet Marcus Moore for the cooking. We have to do prepping here for the savour.
Go up to level 3, they'll be able to put you up there. I can't get you on the phone.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. Bye. Hi there.
Hello.
We've come here to use the TAFE with Savour Tasmania, so we're here. lot went to the wrong tape.
That's all right. The fresh stuff is downstairs. We'll go and have a look at that.
Yeah.
I've been talking with Andre this morning. He wanted some cinnamon
Yep.
and star anise.
Yeah.
Is that enough for there?
Okay, yeah, that's fine for there. We've got enough,
Yeah.
no problem. And
And-
we've got them all here. So we need to make it. We can bring it all back over there and make it at night tonight if we need to make more rendang spice, because they've got thermo mixers there and everything, so it's kind of easy. Taking your advice, better that we get in today, start making all the curry paste and stuff, because last night, to be honest, we needed to readjust a lot of them, because of course when you quantify the recipes, it all changes. So it looks like Marcus has started to get things under control, which is a bit of a relief. I'm going to leave the guys here to begin prepping for the Henry Jones dinner and head out to check some of this fresh produce that Tasmania is offering up for me to use. And to be honest, I don't really want to be chopping 100 odd kilos of chilies. So I've left the guys at TAFE with Marcus and I'm on my way out to Springbay Seafoods. We're going to meet Phil, who's aka Mr. Mussels. He's one of the biggest distributors in Hobart and this area for mussels. The guys have started prepping already in the kitchen, and it's a bit of a test for the guys to see if they can actually put it together on their own. And I suppose this is the stage for me where I need to try and train them at the next level, and I suppose this is why we brought Wayan down here and Sofiani and also Wachik, so they can see a little bit more, they can see how other people work as well, so perhaps they'll take some of that information back and start to manage their kitchens properly, because ideally for me that they should be managing the existing kitchens and I should be focusing on creating new restaurants and new kitchens.
We're trying to get a lot of things done today. I have to double check about the goods that are coming. Whatever they need, they tell me. I talk to the supplier and organizing everything. The lamb that came in, it was kind of thin and not enough fat on it, so if it doesn't have enough fat when we cook it, it dries out. We handled it. And we're cooking it right now, so we don't know the result yet, but I hope it's gonna be okay. And you know, some things, we have one thing, just one thing of all hundreds spices. We have one thing left in Bali, but we're trying to get substitutes for it.
So we arrived at Spring Bay. Now hopefully we're going to get in a boat and wake up a little bit with the fresh air and start looking for some mussels.
Springbay Seafoods are a Tasmanian-based shellfish company operating on the east coast of Tasmania, 100 kilometres north of Hobart. And accompanying Will to their operation are some of the other guest chefs that cooked at the opening dinner for the festival last night. In charge of operations here is Phil Lamb.
We've got 3 different operations going on. We've got our hatchery, which is where everything starts. We're going to go from there into our processing operation, have a look through some packing. We're getting one of our boats to come back in who are currently doing a harvest, and they'll pick us up and take us out on the farm.
It's great to check out the mussels and see how they grow. It's quite fascinating, really. It might be a bit on the scientific side for me, but it doesn't hurt to expand your brain once in a while.
That brings the core temperature down and puts them into hibernation, which is what we want to do before they go in their pack.
So far we've had a look at how the mussels are put together and how they come from microforms into being a small shell. We've also looked at the processing factory as well, which is kind of interesting. I love those big mussels, keen to use those hopefully on Thursday for Henry Jones. And then now we're going to go get on the boat and see where they harvest them, which is going to be really interesting. So yeah, can't wait to get on and start tasting them as well.
These are hatchery-produced mussels that were put out of our hatchery in February this year. So they came out on ropes. You couldn't see them. They were less than 1 millimetre in size. 3 months later, and you can see they're in very high density, and they're around about 7 or 8 millimetres in size. To have people take an interest in what we do and really identify with the source and where the product comes from is something that we'd love to do a lot more. It's really important for us to have that connection. Chefs are our ambassadors. They're the ones that turn what we think is a great product into a great product on the plate, and that's really exciting as a farmer. It's neat that Will's taken the time to come down and do that.
It's fantastic to get in touch with the producers and find out where they come from and actually see where they grow. We're about to snack on some. I just ate one straight out of the water. So sweet and delicious.
Oh, sensational. So this has been a great opportunity to really understand a little bit about where Tasmanian mussels come from, and it's been an inspiration to see the quality of them, the process, the detail in it, and also I've really enjoyed just going on the boat and being able to see a little bit of Tassie from the sea rather than from the car. So all in all, it's been a good experience, and now we're going to go and get some lunch. We're off to Broxley Estate, which was an old convict building that's been renovated into a restaurant. So it'll be interesting to see that. I think it was built by some of my forefathers, some Pommy convicts. So hopefully I can maybe also have a bit of a sneaky peek into the kitchen, get an idea of what the food is all about. That's okay, I feel like a convict drinking this, it's all good.
Broxley Estate was built in 1841 on 10,000 acres of private land. Co-owners Julian and Shasi took over the homestead 3 years ago, offering boutique accommodation and Spanish-inspired cuisine.
Will,
Yeah.
do you want to come to the kitchen? I can show you how I cook the mussels.
We've been summoned. Okay.
Okay, so...
What are we doing?
We're making mussels a la brava. So it's a South Spanish recipe.
Yep.
And this is a homemade tomato sauce. A bit spicy, not too much.
Not too much?
Not too
Okay.
much. So it's got a bit of cayenne pepper.
Come and taste.
Yeah, it's cold.
That's okay.
Hang on.
Very nice.
You like it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so basically, I'm gonna cook the mussels, just steam them here. With the mussels, obviously you need to clean them first.
Yep.
But Springbay mussels are really fresh and they're very clean, so they're almost clean. So you don't really
Need to touch them too much.
No, they're really, the water here is really clean. So I think even cleaner than in Spain.
Right.
And
Yep.
that's served with the tomato sauce and the homemade lemon mayo.
Lovely.
So I mean, it's really good combination. You will see when you try it, but it's one of my specialties.
And do you find the ingredients are up to the standard of Spanish ingredients when you're cooking?
Yes, sure. Everything, the beef and everything is really high
And the cheese
quality.
is meant to be quite good here as well, yeah?
Yeah, they're really good cheeses. In general, also the veggies and the mussels, obviously.
Yeah.
Calamari
Yeah.
as well. I love calamari. All the Tasmanian fish like blue-eyed trevally, salmon,
And the fish is
great.
obviously fantastic here.
Fantastic because the water is very clean.
And what about the
Free-range.
pork? I saw a lot of pork in the markets down in Hobart.
Yeah.
That's fairly good as well?
I use it, but not as much. I prefer to use beef or lamb.
Okay. But the Spanish is quite big on pork.
Yeah, the thing is...
But the pork is not up to the Spanish quality.
No,
There you go, the
prefer
secret is out. Tasmania can't do pork. Greater beef and greater lamb.
So, I mean, this is not really open yet.
Can I tell you a secret that I learned on the boat today?
Yeah.
Put them in a bag and stick in the microwave for 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Apparently that's how they cook them on the boat here.
Yeah.
That's how I was
That's
told
the
how to
quick-
do them.
Now
There we
they
go,
are-
that is
yeah,
good to go.
That's good.
I love what Julian and Shasi are doing here with the mussels. Simple steaming of fresh Springbay mussels, paired with a tomato sauce with just a hint of spice and lemony mayonnaise. Well, that looks absolutely fantastic, and I'm going to let you finish off plating and wait for you to deliver it on the table. Thank
Looking
you.
forward to serve it to you.
Can't wait. Oh,
So this is the mussels a la brava. So it's a tomato spicy sauce with a lemon mayo. Springbay
Great.
mussels.
Sensational. That mayonnaise is great on it. Julian and Shasi have a wonderful small business here doing great food, beautiful accommodation, and they've even got a small flock of sheep to manage. I've never seen shearing in action before.
So this is the shearing shed.
So make sure they don't go out on their break.
Hello, hello. Do you mind an audience?
Hey there, how are you? Wow.
So Will, this is David. David's
Hey David, how do you do? Nice to meet you.
Take all this cribbing stuff off.
Yeah.
Which is all it is under the armpits and everything.
Yeah.
Sweaty stuff. We just take that off, make the fleece more uniform. That's a bit of brand identification. Brand.
Yeah.
Take that out.
Can you use those parts or not?
I always want to come back to the countryside
Yeah.
because I used to live for 15 years in the
Yeah.
countryside, so it was like my dream.
I can imagine.
Yes, because you know everything here is more pure. You know, everything
Pure and fresh and clean.
fresh and clean. So you know it's easy to cook with such amazing ingredients. So
So it was a one-year experiment.
Yeah.
And now we're in the 3rd year and we've signed a 10-year lease.
I'm always inspired by people willing to take a risk. And it's no small feat what these guys are doing way down here at the bottom of the world.
Yeah.
So listen, thank you so much again.
Thank you.
Thank you for showing me the I'm not going to kiss you. I mean, too close for those Tasmanian ladies in there. You know, and Tasmanian sheep. Might go home with one of those. Haven't had a taste of Tassie yet. Anyway, guys, listen, thank you and
Thank you
good
for
luck.
coming.
And we'll see you soon.
Yeah, see you
Okay,
soon.
thanks. Bye, guys. Thank you. How much chilies is there?
That's what I'm afraid of. Like Marcus has been spying on us the whole day. After we weighed everything, we still have 9 sack, which is like 90 kilos of shallots. And then we still have like around 10 boxes of chili.
We have too much.
But we still have to like garnish and everything. We haven't used to have.
How many chilies are we over?
10 boxes. And the shallots 90 kilos.
How do we measure it so wrong? How many times we do the recipe?
So sure.
Marcus is going to break my balls if he finds out I've over-ordered this much. A kilo here or there is one thing, but 10 boxes of chilies is a different ball game.
Beli yang tadi resepku mana Beli? Yang tadi udah dikali-kali itu. The beef rendang 100 times, it was supposed to be 10 portions.
Yeah.
And then the
So 100 times, that's 1,000. The bumbu for 1,000. We've still got all that chili left over. Have you cleaned all of it or not? We're going to have to find a way to lose 10 boxes of chilies. So I've walked in there. Steph seems to be handling everything. She's under control. So far I've been doing a lot of communicating with her. Wayan's busy finishing off the spices that he should have done last night. Sofiani's doing some of the paste. And I think all in all today they've done a good job. They look pretty tired, so I'm going to give them the night off. And they're going to have some grub. They want to go down here to the Chinese. And then we'll get into it tomorrow and one more day closer to doing Henry Jones.
The Cuisine Culture of Spice Trade dinner being held at the Henry Jones Hotel is a 5-course dinner served with matching wines for 60 guests. Will and his team have been preparing for the last few days, and tonight is the big event.
It's a tuna beetle leaf. Does everyone know what beetle leaves are? No, they are from the pepper tree.
Will has the help of Henry Jones Hotel head chef Andre Kropp and his team.
As I said, we need 70 portions. 70 portions.
the mussels.
It's been relatively smooth sailing for Will and his Indonesian sous chefs, but now the pressure is on. It's no longer about preparation, but action. And guests have paid $150 each to taste what they have to offer.
How many portions you prep of the ikan? How many portions? 40. You're not listening, are you? I said the main course. She knows that the main courses, yeah, and they know that the main courses are 65 people. Yeah. The entrees, shearing. Canapé, sindiri, 65. Yeah. So I think there's a little bit of a miscommunication between ourselves, because the main course, they all should have known that it was for 65 people, and they prepped only 40. These events are about publicising the produce in Tasmania, so I have to take the time out for some promo.
While Will is stuck doing promo, the guests begin to arrive and enjoy cocktails and canapes in the foyer. The pressure is beginning to build.
So you're going to need to make loads of this.
Yeah.
Quite salty, isn't it? Got chicken stuff. As busy as we get, it's still important that everyone tastes the food and knows what we're putting out there. So no one has an excuse if we stuff up. We're all in it together. Make small batches rather than make a shitload, because otherwise it's going to lose its intensity with the olive oil and everything.
After warming up their taste buds, the guests are finally showed through to the Henry Jones dining room.
Okay, let's start finishing off with the sauce now.
And it's showtime. All the hard days of preparation will be put into action over the next few hours.
So we just finished the starters, or the canapes, they've just gone out. So far so good. The guy, Marcus, enjoys them, so as long as that's the main thing.
Very tasty. Not worried about them inside.
So hopefully everything will be okay and they're going to enjoy it. Now we're setting up for the salad section. We've got 3 courses going out. You've got the mussels, you've got the pork, and you've also got the salmon sashimi going out, so hopefully they'll appreciate that. And then there's deep fried, you have some of that on top. And then there's some deep fried verbena in there. So basically we've banged out most of the dishes already. We've got 2 more dishes to do. We've got the gulai kambing, and we've also got the Achinese curry, so that'll be done next. But we can't fire all of them because this is shared dining, so it's gone out a little bit quickly, so we need to slow it down a little bit now.
So far it's good. Just a little bit sedikit crowded tadi.
As all most big functions are, when you've got different amount of chefs into the kitchen, it looks chaotic, but in the end it comes out as smooth as possible. The food's looking great, it's tasting great, and all great feedback from our diners, and that's what's the most important part.
We're here, we're finished, and I hope the guests are really happy with what we've done. I'm proud of what we've done, so 1 more to go.
So as the team looks to the long table event, they chalk tonight's dinner up as a success.
Night's almost over. I've had a fantastic time. The guys have prepped really, really well. They've executed everything. It's been a bit of a push, but they've done it. We've all done it. The guys here at Henry Jones have been fantastic as well. Andre's been great. Brett's been great. Some of the guys behind there have all just helped them. It's been a real team effort, and I couldn't have done it without them. Appreciate all the help they did today. So I can't wait to finish up and have a drink and get into it again tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you.